Yes, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Ram Ram, Walaikum Salam. Good evening to everyone and good morning to overseas. So today we are on the 8th day where Vindri Kaur, our universal healer, is going to give us a tools at how we all can deal with this belief system. A very beautiful quote said by someone, belief in oneself is one of the most important bricks in building any successful venture. So today, we also have to get these tools so that we imbibe these tools and we also get rid of this belief system. Thank you so much. Over to you, Buaji.
Good evening to all. Good morning to the overseas. Sat Shri Akal, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh, Ram Ram. A very warm welcome to you, very warm welcome. Every day it is, but today especially because I'm taking a very beautiful topic today actually. Yesterday, we covered a lot of relation. बड़े रिश्तियां दी गल्लां कीतियां, different type of रिश्ते जेरे हैगे न. जितना सानू याद सी असी डिस्कस कीता. ਉਹ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਅਨਹੈਲਦੀ ਕਿੰਜ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਹੈਲਦੀ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਫਿਰ ਅਨਹੈਲਦੀ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਦਾ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, what is the result, what is the repercussion of it, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕੀਤਾ. ਬਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੱਲ ਇੱਕ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਛੋੜ ਦਿੱਤਾ, the only relation which is the most important. ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਨਾ, and you believe it, just don't hear it, believe it and execute it, life is going to be fantastic for you. And what is that relationship? The most important relationship is what? The relationship with yourself. The relationship with yourself. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੋਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਬਣਾਵਾਂ? ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਵੀ ਟੋਟਲੀ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਇਨਟੂ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲਿਟੀ. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ 2 ਦਿਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੱਲ ਵੀ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕੀਤਾ, EQ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਕਰੋ, EQ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪਸ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਪਾਣਗੀਆਂ. EQ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ in any category, let it be the children, the youth, your elders, everything. So the EQ strong ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ. ਹੁਣ EQ strong ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਵਾਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਨਾਮ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ EQ. ਪਰ ਹੈ ਕਿ EQ? EQ is concerning, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ about the ਮਨ. ਮਨ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਇੱਕ ਫੁਰਨਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸੰਗ੍ਰਹਿ ਹੈ. It is a bundle of thoughts. It has all the emotions. ਇਹ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗਾ. ਤੇ EQ is strengthening, ਇਸ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ strengthen ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ muscles ਨੂੰ strong ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. ਅਗਰ muscles of the ਮਨ is strong positively, EQ is strong, then you will always be in high spirit. हमेशा चढ़दी कला विच रहोगे. Just you have any relationship, let it be between sibling, let it be brother sister, let it be husband wife, let it be the grandparent, life will be beautiful, relationship will be very good. खाली तुसी अपने मन दी स्थिति करो. हुणे मन दी गल जेरी हैगी है, बड़े लोग कहंदे ने जी how is it possible? Here we touch spirituality, because we have to touch spirituality ताकि सानू ये पता लगे to have a beautiful relationship with ourself. Now our self, what is that self? Very important to understand according to spirituality. In spirituality says that ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਪਈ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ. What is that which is inside us that governs the whole body? Who is the creator of this body? Who is the creator of the whole creation of the universe? कौन है? ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, we call it soul, we call it the atma, we call it the oneness, we call it naam. We have different names, you know, the consciousness, the super consciousness, we call it. ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, is actually our self. ਜਿਸਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਮਨ ਤੂੰ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਹੈ. So what happens in that way, we are actually ਕਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਡੋਨੇਟ ਕਰੀਏ? ਉਸ ਸੈਲਫ ਨੂੰ, that oneness ਨੂੰ, that ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ, ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਨ ਤੋਂ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਹੈ, ਸੋਲ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ। That is my identity. So I have to make a relationship with that identity of mine. So if I have to make a healthy relationship with my identity, I must know my identity which hai ki. Spirituality with us, that is the oneness. Us oneness the bade na hai. Soul conscious, jot sarup hai, naam hai. So these are all the names. But wo hai ki cheez? What is that? So it says कि ए जरा नाम है, that oneness है, the soul conscious, that myself that अंदर है, my actual identity consists of what? It consists of all the virtues. गुणा नाल भरिया होया है, वो गुणा नाल भरिया होया है, और उस दे अंदर एक wisdom भी है, not knowledge, wisdom. So what happened? These things club together and they make a soul conscious. और वो मेरा रूप है गया। पर मैं पूरी जिंदगी की सोचा, भाई मनु पता ही नहीं, I never even knew that that's my identity. मैं सोचा मैं तो शरीर हाँ, इधर ना कितने labels लगते रहे, labels दे ना मेरी responsibility चलती रही। I realized that my self is complete. It has all the virtues. ते अगर ये मेरी virtues is my identity, कि असी have we lived it? Have we lived in a life that we know? ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਬਰ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਿਟਰਨੈਸ, ਐਂਗਰ, ਜੈਲਸੀ, ਇਨਸੇ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ। ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਕੀ? ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗਿਆਨ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਇਸ ਦਾ। We had no knowledge about it. ਜਦੋਂ knowledge ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ knowledge ਲਿੱਤਾ, knowledge ਤੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ मेरी आइडेंटिटी कुछ होर है कि ये बॉडी नहीं है। अगर ये अंदर है तो मनो उहदे नाल एक रिलेशनशिप बनाना चाहिए, मनो एक यूनियन बनानी चाहिए, उसदे नाल कांटेक्ट करना चाहिए। कांटेक्ट वास्ते आई नीड द नॉलेज। सो नाउ यू गॉट द नॉलेज। पता लग गया कि ये पूरे वर्च्यूज दे नाल भरिया होया है, टोटली कंप्लीटेड विद वर्च्यूज। हुण जदों पता लग गया कि भाई वर्च्यूज है, तो व्हाट हैव आई टू, मेरा जिहड़ा मन है, नाउ दिस इज द सोल कॉन्शियस, मेरा जिहड़ा मन सी वो टोटल बॉडी कॉन्शियस विच सी, वो अपने आइडेंटिटी तो टुटिया होया सी, इस करके वो रिलेशनशिप नहीं बना सकिया, क्योंकि पता ही नहीं सी। उसने सोचिया भुलेखा सी, उसनू भरम सी, उसने इल्यूजन एंड डिल्यूजन सी कि मैं ते शरीर हां। शरीर दे कॉन्शियसनेस में, शरीर दे तल ते जी रिहा सी, बॉडी कॉन्शियस में जी रिहा सी, और उस ते जींदियां जींदियां ही गॉट इनटू द रियल वर्ल्ड। सब नकली, सब फेक। नाउ what happens when we come to know that that is my real self, my identity is myself? I have to transmute my body conscious to soul conscious. I have to travel from body conscious to soul conscious. मनु सारे परम लेके illusion delusion सानू उस चीज तो खत्म करना पड़ेगा। पर पहले सानू ये तो पता होना चाहिए कि illusion delusion परम लेके है कि ਅਸੀਂ ਕੱਲ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸੀ, for the last 4, 6, 7, 8 days we are doing this, all the illusion। ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, we are now going to travel from the body conscious to the soul conscious. Now when we are traveling, you will see that this actually ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਜੀ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, till the time of death ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਉਸੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, 24/7 ਉਹ ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਗੈਪ ਤੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ। ਅਗਰ ਹੁਣੇ ਗੈਪ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਤੇ ਬਲੱਡ ਸਰਕੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, you will conk off। ਉਹ 24/7 ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਹੈ, ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੀ, ਉੱਠਦੀਆਂ ਬੈਠਦੀਆਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਹਰ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਇਆ। now we are taking the knowledge that ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਹੈ, that is my identity, because I'm broken from my identity, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ I'm like a demon, I'm behaving like an animal, I'm getting trapped into the real world, I'm getting trapped by the illusions and delusion। So what happened? Now I realize, oh 24/7 ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮਨ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਜੋੜਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਮਨ ਨੇ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਾ ਕਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਬਣਾਇਆ? ਬੋਡੀ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਔਰ ਬੋਡੀ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਫਸ ਗਿਆ, ਟਰੈਪ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਕਿੰਨਾ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਟਰੈਪ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਬਾਹਰ ਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਫੇਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਟਰੈਪ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਸਾਰੇ ਰੀਅਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਟਾਰਟਡ, he is broken from the real life। Now we have started understanding this. Now this knowledge is dawning on us. We have to make a relationship with the self. Now when we made the relation with ourself, then what do we do? What did this thing? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, now I've come to know ਕਿ okay, my relationship is with myself and I have to do everything for myself. मैं अपने वास्ते करना है, मैं बॉडी कॉन्शियस तो टूट के मैं अपने सोल कॉन्शियस तक जाना है. किसने? मन ने. मन हैज टू ब्रेक फ्रॉम हियर एंड जॉइन टू द सोल कॉन्शियस. तो ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਸੋਲ ਕੌਨ ਕੋ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਰਾਂ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਤੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਯਾਰ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ 24/7 ਸੀ. ਸੋ ਨਾਓ ਵਾਟ ਹੈਪਨਸ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ, ਲਾਈਕ ਸੇਇੰਗ ਆਫ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸੇਜ਼ ਨਾ, ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲੇ. ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰੇ ਕੀ, ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਵਾਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਹਾਂ. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਬੈਠਾ ਨਾ ਪੀਤਮ ਪਿਆਰਾ, ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈ. ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਰਨਾ ਹੈ by taking this knowledge or connecting to my own self, making a relationship with my own identity. ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲੇ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਈ. ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਗਿਆ. ਔਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੋਈ, ਮੈਂ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ, ਅਲਰਟਨੈਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ, ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲੇ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੁਖ. ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਸੋਲ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹ ਵਨਨੈਸ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਤਾਂ what will happen? ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਖਤਮ, ਸਾਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਖਤਮ. ਇਹ ਰੀਅਲ ਵਰਲਡ will vanish out. जितना भी दुख है, जितने भी ये वाइसेस है, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकार, पूरी बरात है, all will eradicate. all सबने कंट्रोल ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਣਗੇ. no one will go haywire. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲੇ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਫਰੀਦਾ, ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੋਏ ਰਹੇ ਸਭ ਜਗ ਤੇਰਾ. ਤੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੋਲ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਟੈਲਿੰਗ, ਅਗਰ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਭ ਜਗ ਤੇਰਾ ਹੋ. ਕੌਣ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ? there are two worlds, one is inside and one is outside. ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਰਚੂਸ ਲੈ ਲਿੱਤੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਤਨੇ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਸਨ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੇ ਜਿਤਨੇ ਵੀ ਵਾਇਸਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਣ. one meaning. second meaning, ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਰਚੂਸ ਲੈ ਲਿੱਤੇ ਔਰ ਮੈਂ ਅਗਰ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਜਗ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਏਗਾ. ਦੋ ਜਗ ਬਣਨਗੇ, ਇੱਕ ਅੰਦਰ ਦਾ ਜਗ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਇੱਕ ਬਾਹਰ ਦਾ ਜਗ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਏਗਾ. ਸੋ ਹਾਊ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲ ਇਟ ਇਜ਼. ਇੱਕ ਇਹੀ ਤੁਕ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਹੈਪਨ, ਮੇਕਿੰਗ ਅ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਵਿਦ ਹਿਮ. So when you have to make a relationship, you have to communicate with. When you have to communicate with him, you have to have the full biodata. We have given you the full biodata of that oneness that is inside you, that is your soul conscious, which is your actual self. जिन जिन सानू पता लगता गया, now मेरे अंदर की होता जाएगा, I will start having confidence. Have confidence in who that person is. हुन मनु दे पूरा विश्वास. और मेरे अंदर भी वो कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा. I'll become very comfortable with it. I become so comfortable. Then what happens? I will come in terms with who you are. Now I'll understand. क्योंकि you have to execute it. खाली बोलना नहीं है. जिन जिन में एक तक ज्ञान होया, मैं virtues लिखता, अरे ये मेरे अपना खजाना है, ये मन विरासत में मिली सी, ये मेरी आइडेंटिटी सी, इस नाल तो रिलेशन बनाया ही कोई, बाहर ही भजदा रह गया. बाहर ही भजदा रह गया. Now you've seen this very clearly. See spirituality, how you're making. Now according to the spirituality, what does the next say? In spirituality, that oneness that comes. And what is this oneness? What does it consist? It consists with of virtues. It's full of virtues. And when we come to know that it's virtues, it transmutes from body conscious to soul conscious. Slowly people are now traveling. We are trying because knowledge has dawned on us. Now, what happens when transmuting? Then we find out that you are the person that you spend the most time 24/7. I'm totally with that soul conscious. मैं सुत्ता हूँ और फिर भी जागृत है. He is always 24/7. He's always there with me. मनु दा एड्रेस भी पता लग गया, मनु दी अवेलेबिलिटी भी पता लग गया, 24/7 मेरे नाल सी. And then I make a relationship with that self. क्योंकि उन्हें बायोडाटा मिल गया. जब बायोडाटा मिल गया, मनु पता लग गया जी कि now I have to look after myself. I have to look after my own relationship. So he says, आप सवारे मैं मिले, मैं मिले कोई फरीदा, जे तू मेरा हुए रे सब जग दे रहा हो now जदों मैनू ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ I have started executing so what happens now you are started having confidence in who the person is please it's my humble request don't belittle yourself have that confidence तगड़े हो जाओ spiritual muscles are becoming strong who have that confidence in yourself we जगह जगह से जी टेरी हो जाती है जगह जगह ते ਅਸੀਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਵੀ ਡਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ no I am the divine power you have everything that's in your power you have connected be comfortable and then what happened you need to come to terms with who you are now you have to execute it this is the most beautiful relation now if you go to this relation a relation ठीक हो गया ਹੁਣ I'll give you a very practical thing for example ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਨੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਨੂੰ ਪਾ ਲਿੱਤਾ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਕਮਿਊਨੀਕੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਬਣਾ ਲਿੱਤਾ means when I make a relationship with that soul conscious means who am I पूरी जिंदगी ढूंढ रहे who am I that soul conscious is me I and that soul conscious once I have made a communication with it तो what happened मैं उसके नाल एक रिश्ता जोड़िया मतलब मैंने उस एक दे नाल रिश्ता जोड़ लेता there's no difference between the soul conscious and the oneness that means मैंने उस एक दे नाल रिश्ता जोड़ लेता जदों मैं रिश्ता जोड़ लेता ते मन ने कीते सारे वर्च्यूज अंदर ले आए किथे लेके आए सारे वर्च्यूज को अपने मन दे अंदर हुण जदों मन दे अंदर ले आया सारे वर्च्यूज पहले के सी बिकॉज मन बॉडी कॉन्शियस दे नाल जुड़िया होया सी सारे वाइसेस अंदर चुक के ले आया all that fake light illusions ले आया पर जदों अलर्टनेस होई ज्ञान होया रिलेशनशिप बनाया उस वननेस ने ना ਉਹਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਰਚੂਸ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਰਾਜਪਾਟ ਕਿਸ ਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ they say love is God forgiving is God ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਰਚੂਸ ਅੰਦਰ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਕੌਣ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਬੈਠ ਗਿਆ ਰਾਜਪਾਟ ਉਸ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ now the God is going to execute everything he will kick the real life out and bring reality into the life bring the reality into the life this man no we ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ is the EQ strong ho gaya hai youngsters will understand this way what is EQ this is the EQ that has become strong nahi te assi hamesha teri hunde hain because real life de vich assi hamesha bari rat race vich are because of that our EQ is weak now our EQ is strong hun air virtues lake kisi rishte vich chale jao beshak sassar hovan ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਹੋਵਨ ਭਰਾ ਭੈਣ ਹੋਵਨ ਦੋਸਤੀ ਯਾਰੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਪੋਤਰੇ ਹੋਵਨ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋਵਨ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੋਵਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕਾੜੇ ਗੋਰੇ ਹੋਵਨ you see your relationship will be beautiful why because ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਬਰ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਦਇਆ ਧਰਮ you will see ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਆ ਗਿਆ forgiveness ਆ ਗਈ non judgmental total surrender the responsibility ਆ ਗਈ ਇਹ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ relationship will be beautiful ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ relationship ਸੰਭਾਲਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ अपना relationship with your oneness with yourself if you have created सारे रिश्ते मिठे हो जाएंगे so very big responsibility now we'll come to the next how real life affects the relationship how it affects the relationship now you will see that सारे तेरे रिश्ते हैगे real life ने इसनु affect किया है how our relationship no now in real life lack of knowledge और knowledge ते है तुसी बोलो knowledge नहीं है आजकल कंप्यूटर दा जमाना न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी knowledge है बट किस चीज दी knowledge नहीं है about ourselves spiritual knowledges नहीं है गुरु दा ज्ञान नहीं है worldly बहुत है हर लोग दा सारे को knowledges हैं बट अपना ज्ञान नहीं है so lack of knowledge has driven us to real life क्योंकि ਅਸੀਂ परम भुलेखिਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ फंस के fake life ਵਿੱਚ फंस के then it says media one of the biggest thing media ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ showbiz ਹੈ positivity ਵੀ ਹੈ but maximum destruction is going on because of the media ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਆਕਾਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਚੜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਪਾਤਾਲਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ this is the power of the media destroy ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਹੀ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ and this is a media where people all are being trapped we are being trapped and ये जितना भी showbiz देख रहे हैं fake life देख रहे हैं all this is building up our wants to desires and desires to greed and then you can imagine where we are landing and is destroying our real life and making them into real life. Now, new technology definitely positive hai. 100% there is a positive. Aajkal jo assi Zoom which karen, this is the biggest positive for us. But what other things are there? There are many things, many things. They say at times, you know, when there is worldly knowledge, new technology, new instrument, new gadgets are being made. So what happens? ये जब वो चीज़ें बनदियां, ते नाल नाली देखो, जितने भी bombs बने, कोई अनपढ़ा नहीं बनाया. These are the scientists. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ destruction of the world ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ chemicals ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ destroy ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ plants ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ food, everything are being destroyed. It has become a curse for us. It's become a curse for us. अब जितनी भी साढ़े अंदर दी education चलती पई है, they say that this education ने सान लोगों ਨੂੰ बर्बादी भी बहुत की है, बर्बादी भी बहुत की थी, सानू real life ਵਿੱਚ बहुत कुछ लेके गया. अगर positive है तो negative double है, double. So it says that the new technology has taken us to a lot of places. Now, real life with what you'll see. Silvatte sun, new technology, mixies have come, karte litta, saving time, everything. Jitna save time, utna we don't have time. Jitna we are saving time with the new technology, utna we don't have time. So what happens? It is actually making us into a real life, a fake life. Then unawareness. We were not aware of all these things. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਇਹ illusions and delusions ਪਰੰਪਰਾਵਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਸਦੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. We never had that knowledge. And this unawareness, what happened is trapped us into the real life. Now, belief systems and illusions and delusions. This is one of the biggest. Illusion and delusion, jitne bhi sade paramparikhe han, what did they do? Sadi sochni sada agyanta vich pahunch gaya si. Asi kuch concepts nahi clear kar sake. Kyun? We went into a comfort zone. Asi har ek cheez de vich asi parma vich phase rahe hain. Param de karke phasan vaste sade desires, desires, needs went into wants, wants to desire. Hun kaisi ki chale jao मंदिरा गुरुद्वारे भी चले जाओ. इल्यूजन है ना कि तुसी इतने पाठ करोगे ते ए चीज तुहानू मिल जाएगी, बाबे दे चले जाओ सेव खाओगे तो पुत्र हो जासी. Look at the fake life, look at the fake life. Reality तो से दूर हो चुके हैं because of this illusion. It is affecting our life. This is the real life. Illusion and delusion are all real life. इसमें फंस के they have destroyed our life. Then we come on to controlling girls, ladies, kids, and safety, security. Asi hamesha is cheez mein diya, control, control, control. And we, okay, control the girls, the ladies, and all. How? What are we doing? Asi your control system jehda asi carry on kita hai with this illusion and delusion ki inna nu kari bitha ke rakho, inna di safety and security karke rakho, balki sade waste is become a curse. It's become a curse for the girls. Curse for the ladies. Dekh lo what's happening in Manipur. Just see what's happening. It's a torture. You will not be able to see what they have done there to the girls and to the young ladies. So this has also has brought us back into a real life, a fake life. Then what have we got into? You will see we have been putting all the triggers under the carpet. Asi jitne bhi triggers asi under the carpet kar dete. Jitni भी life with problems आएंगे, ups and downs आएंगे. This is part of life. This is part of life. We cannot run away. But what did we do? We put it under the carpet because we are trapped by the illusions and delusions. We have been trapped. Can you face करना है? चले जाओ बाबे दे डेरे थे गिनते मिनटे से चले जाओ. You go into all this. चलो, let's have a break. And we just been putting under the carpet and getting trapped by the media and all. And what is happening? We are getting into a real life. Then we go see, this is all a showbiz. Aajkal fake life. Jithe bhi jaoge, there is showbiz, showbiz, showbiz. The full trapped by the world media. We have been trapped by it. Then you come to the next. It says showbiz, then unwanted, not recognized, not listened. This is one of the biggest problems, that when we people are communicating, when we people are going in a relationship, so what happens? Sudden relationship, we do not have time to listen. We don't want it. Bachche ajkal are not being listened. They are not being listened by the parents. Teachers, आजकल teachers भी दे रहे हैं तो कोई बच्चे बोलन, they don't have time because they're overburdened. And even if you go to the parents and they don't have time. Biggest problem. And because of not being listened, not being wanted, not being recognized, what happened? We go outside the homes and we search for places where we will be listened, where we'll be wanted. So when we go into certain groups where we are wanted, then we have to go according to them. So when we go according to them, then we are trapped. We get into the drugs, we get into addiction, we get into the hookahs, we get into the pubs, we get into everything because we find we are wanted there. But then we go according to their system and we are trapped. Now you see that there are all pubs, flaunting, social media. Then when we get accepted and listen. Now, what happens? These are all media, pubs, all of these are what? They are actually the ones which are actually trapping us. These are the ones which are making our life fake. This is the one where we are actually getting into a real life. Ite pubs which we kisi nu bhi tusi dekhoge, or in the social media, please, I am telling you, these are all fake life. And who are executing this fake life are all wounded. They need to be healed. They need to be healed. Now, when we get accepted and listen, then what happened? You will not go haywire. You will not go haywire. But ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ adventurous life ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, social media, over there will be accepted and will be listened. So what happens? ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ social media ਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ trap ਹੋ ਗਏ. We are totally trapped. We are totally trapped into it. And then what happens? You will find that in this real life, very adventurous, very adventurous. Why fun? Full of fun. ਤੁਸੀਂ mobile kholo, only after the, oh, there's so much of fun. Games, they go so much of fun. You're playing cards, so much of fun. There is fun and frolic. You go into the media, you're seeing the likes and how many likes are coming and all. You're just scrolling and scrolling and seeing the real. It is just fun and frolic. Usi mobile with tusi log Netflix we dekh rahe, and we say, oh, it is very adventurous. So misconcept. Real life is not an adventurous. It is real life that is adventurous. And in this real life, there's no logic, no scientific solutions. And in this, we are having blind faith. We are having blind faith on those things which are blind. And that is torturous. It's going to be a torture for us. And what will be there? There will be lot of comparison. So what happened? We have slowly gone into a real life. All this real life, jitni bhi cheezan ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ relationship over ਹਾਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ. Let it be between the couple, let it be between the children, let it be between the parents. This is going to destroy us. Because ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਟ੍ਰੈਪ ਹੋ ਗਏ. ਨਿਊ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ, ਨਿਊ ਟਾਈਮ, ਨਿਊ ਐਰਾ, ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਇਤਨੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ਰ ਇਤਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੈ. All are trapped. So when they are trapped, then what happens? Your life, your relationship go under destruction. It goes into destruction. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੇ ਕਿਉਂ? ਇੱਕ ਮੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀ ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਮੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀ ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ. If they go for a dance party, they go for a night life. It is ਮੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀ go and both like it. Yes, they both like it. Okay, an example. Both ਮੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀ goes. When they start slowly going and enjoying themselves, do you know what happens in these parties when they are swapping the wives and husbands? They're just swapping. This is what is happening. Both are enjoying. But who is suffering? The relationship at the end is going to go to the dogs. The family is going to go haywire. The children are going to go haywire. Even if the children are attracted by all these outside real life and all, they're going to be attracted by the media and all this flaunting and fake life. End result is what? They're going to destroy their own life. They'll destroy the family life. All the relationships are going to go haywire. Then who will be their friends? They're not the birds of the same feather flock together, then they'll be that only. So we have to be very careful that in our relationship, here we have to understand कि इन्ना चीजों तो बचो. बचो अपने आप बचो पर खाली जो अगर एक दे नाल रिश्ता बना लेता अपने सेल्फ दे नाल तुसी एक रिलेशनशिप बना लेती तुहाडे अंदर ये डिजायर्स ही नहीं रहणगे तुसी अपने नीज तक ही रहोगे And it doesn't mean that you don't have to earn money and all. No, you need money, you have to comfort. But you know where you have to draw a line. You will not get trapped because your relationship is with the oneness. Your relationship is with yourself. अपने नाल. वो आप काबू करेगा. You don't need to worry. Because उस मन दे अंदर कर कौन गया? वो values, वो virtues अंदर आ गया. एक दराज हो गया. The oneness दराज. फिर वो जाने तो कम जाने वो तो किसी ट्रैप भी नहीं होने देगा. That is the beauty of the relationship, the oneness. Now we come on to the last. This is where we are going to say, Anji, can you just come on to the last? How to overcome the real life and enter into the real life. They say. Now this is something which you've always been understanding. These are all the tools. Whenever you are a little bit sad, depressed or anything you have, koi feeling aa rahi hai. First thing, learn to introspect. You have to introspect. Now introspect ki karoge tanu andar hi andar start thinking what you are thinking. Start thinking what you are thinking. Because when you are introspecting, you are totally taking the responsibility. ਅਸੀਂ responsibility ਕਿੰਜ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਕ thought ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ we think what we are thinking. Now what does it say? You can just see that there is a small video. Anjay, I think you can just go on to introspection and then there's a video. Yes, you can just show this. Yes.
Clues in an old story about a lion with a sore paw, a traditional folk tale known as Androcles and the Lion. The earliest version of the story comes from the ancient Roman philosopher Aulus Gellius and has been adapted and retold ever since. One version goes like this. Once, long ago, there was a Barbary lion, 9 feet long, with a splendid dark mane, who lived in the forested foothills of the Atlas Mountains, in what is today Algeria. Usually, the lion kept far from human settlements, but one year, in spring, he started approaching the villages at night, roaring and snarling menacingly in the dark. The villagers were terrified. They put extra guards on the gates and sent out heavily armed hunting parties to try to kill him. It happened around this time that a shepherd boy named Androcles followed his sheep far into the high mountain pastures. One cold evening, he sought shelter in a cave. He had just lit a candle and was setting his blanket on the ground when, to his horror, he saw the ferocious beast staring at him. At first, he was terrified. The lion looked as if it might be about to pounce on him and rip him to pieces. But Androcles noticed something. There was a thorn deeply embedded in one of the lion's front paws, and a huge tear was running down his noble face. The creature wasn't murderous. It was in agony. So, instead of trying to flee or defend himself with his dagger, the boy's fear changed to pity. Androcles approached the lion, stroked his mane, and then gently and reassuringly extracted the thorn from the paw and wrapped it in a strip of cloth torn from his own blanket. The lion licked the boy's hand and became his friend. Many years later, Androcles got into trouble with the authorities. He was shipped to Rome, taken to the Colosseum, and thrown before a lion, to be devoured in public for the pleasure of the people and the emperor. But when the lion saw Androcles, he became quiet and went forward and lowered his head in a bow. It was the same Barbary lion Androcles had taken pity on as a boy. The emperor pardoned Androcles, and he and his lion lived together in Rome, and they used to go for walks together through the streets, with the lion peaceable and contented, led only on a slender leash. The fable can usefully be read as an allegory about self-knowledge. The lion is in terrible pain, but has no capacity to understand what is hurting him exactly, and how he might put it right. In his blind distress, he acts in horrifically aggressive and threatening ways. He makes blood-curdling noises and frightens everyone. The lion is all of us when we lack insight into our own distress. The thorn is a troubling, maddening element of our inner lives. A fear, a biting worry, a regret, a sense of guilt, a feeling of humiliation, a strained hope or agonized disappointment that rumbles away powerfully, but just out of range of our standard view of ourselves. But there's potentially another Androcles-like side of us, able calmly to see past the fury to what the problem really is, and then calm our untargeted anger and help us find constructive solutions. However, it's not always easy. Some of the following can happen when we try to locate the stubborn thorn. We make the wrong diagnosis of what's upsetting us. We're in no doubt we're in pain, but we don't correctly attribute the source of the distress. We lash out at innocents, usually the kindest people around us. Perhaps we start to get tetchy around our partners. We accuse them of being dull and obsessed with domestic trivia and not as much fun as they once were. But the thorn might, in fact, lie elsewhere entirely. Maybe there's a lovely new colleague at work, and awkwardly we've developed a sort of crush on them. We don't even admit to ourselves that something so unexpected and challenging might be upsetting us. We don't know where to look for the thorn, but others close to us, who are kind, forgiving, and easy targets for our frustration, end up taking the blame nevertheless. Another option is that we try to ignore the pain. When the paw hurts too much in ways we don't grasp, it's tempting to try to numb our distress. We search out an anesthetic that can reduce the discomfort but fails to address its causes. We might take to drinking, playing non-stop games of solitaire, watching porn, or working obsessively. The thorn is still firmly lodged in place, but we notice it less. And yet the numbing move extracts a high price. It eats away at our time, undermines our self-respect, or leads to debilitating symptoms. We might not be able to sleep, insomnia often being traceable to the turbulent impact of issues we haven't paid proper attention to during the day. Or finally, we might apply the wrong medicine. We might come up with unfounded, confused schemes to solve a pain we don't understand. We may take to blaming our partner, the city we live in, the government, or our employer. Rifling through a cabinet of cures, we might pick a journey to the desert or a quick divorce. We decide to quit our jobs or sack someone. It can be hard not to inflict severe pain on ourselves or others when we don't have an accurate handle on our own agonies. Fortunately, there is almost always information to hand about what is really wrong. Our stream of consciousness contains a reservoir of muddled hints about our woes, which need to be gathered and decoded. The art of living is to a large measure dependent on an ability to locate our thorns accurately and in good time, so that we will not forever be condemned to suffer our symptoms and terrify strangers with our roars.
So now it's a very beautiful video shown. So what is it? What does it actually mean? Introspection. तकरीबन ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੇ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਐਨੀ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਮੀਡੀਏਟਲੀ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਦਆਊਟ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਖਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਖਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰਦੇ the biggest tool is this introspect. Find out, go deep inside कि what was the problem, ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ. Why did this take place? Introspection is very, very important. Start thinking what you are thinking. 24/7 we are thinking. Kachada hi soch rahe hain. Always in the blame game, always in the judgment, always criticizing. And by these things, sade andar itni bitterness and anger aa jati hai. When you start introspecting, because already actually we have taken the knowledge, we are now taking the knowledge. ਹੁਣ knowledge ਦੇ ਨਾਲ we start introspecting. When we are introspecting, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਇਹ problem ਹੋਈ ਹੈ because that person is going, just like how the lion was going through a pain. He understood, oh no, there is a problem. So then only he could take a responsibility. So the same way, when we do the introspections, then only we can take a responsibility. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੱਕ responsibility ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ. ਜੋ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, relationships ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ, take your own responsibility. अपनी responsibility लो. किथे मेरे तरफों की गलत होया है. That person is wounded. कि वो मेरे पीछे होया है या किथे पीछे already wounded होके आया है. Introspect करो and take the responsibility. जदों ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ responsibility ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, then we go into acceptance. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ. ਸਾਨੂੰ acceptance ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ in spirituality it says कि जो भी हो रहा है, हुक्मे अंदर सबको बाहर हुक्म ना कोई, सब कुछ उसदे लॉ दे। हुक्म doesn't mean order. हुक्म means that it is going according to the law of nature. जो भी संसार विच हो रहा है, everything is going according to his law. If you be bad, they will be bad. If you are good, you will be good. This is the law. These are the boomerangs. This is the law of attraction. So everything is going according to the law. So when we start accepting, because this concept has to be very clear. When we accept it, we have taken the responsibility कि जो भी बाहर हो रहा है, because हमें ये पता है कि पिछले से कितना आप सवारे में मिले, ਅਸੀਂ कल अपने आप स्वाद we cannot do with anyone. So I have done the introspection, I've taken the responsibility, I've taken the acceptance, and then what do? I stop the blame game. I stop the blame game. Why? ਅਸੀਂ पूरी जिंदगी ਅਸੀਂ blame ही करते रहे हैं। मेरा मिठा रिश्ता सस नाल नहीं पड़ी, मेरी शात को कत्ती है कि कदी ये भी सोचे कि ਅਸੀਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਂ ਵਕਨ ਸਮਝੇ, ये कदी सस ने किया ये ਨੂੰਹਾਂ ਭੈੜੀਆਂ, कदी ये सोचे कि ਨੂੰਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਧੀਆਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਧੀਆਂ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੀਏ, ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ, ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਦੋਸ਼ ਹੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਸਟਾਪ ਦ ਬਲੇਮ ਗੇਮ। ਬਾਣੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਨਾ, ਦੱਦਾ ਦੋਸ਼ ਨਾ ਦਿਓ ਕਿਸੇ, ਦੋਸ਼ ਕਰਮਾ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ, ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਕੀਆ ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ, ਦੋਸ਼ ਨਾ ਦੀਜੇ ਅਵਰ। Don't give the blame game. These are spiritual writings. Don't give the blame to anyone. The blame is on yourself. Take your responsibility, because the law of attraction is working. That is also the hukam. That is also a law. So then we stop the blame game. When you go into the stop the blame game, then we go into non-judgmental. Now I think all of you can understand where I am leading to. Now you become non-judgmental. When you become non-judgmental, I'm taking the responsibility. Then you go into, okay, now I let go. Very, very important to let go. You have to let go. If you do not let go, those old memories are going to wound you, and the whole life will be destroyed. Let go and make space for the beautiful virtues. And when you have let go, you come into total surrender. Now, when you have gone into total surrender, then what happens? You start now learn to ask for forgiveness and forgive. Love, forgive, gratitude, all these are the virtues. This is who? This is my identity. Actually, mera te yahi ta main haan. This is the tool, biggest tool. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੂਲ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ। ਅਸੀਂ ਮੂਲ ਨਾਲ ਕਿੰਜ ਜੁੜੇ ਹਾਂ? ਅਸੀਂ we are now forgiving them, we are loving them, asking for forgiveness, we are giving them gratitude, and then we have gone into total acceptance, no judgment, letting go, total surrender. And then we see that what happens, we have now educated ourselves with the knowledge. Now, after all these things, please educate yourself. We all have to educate ourselves. बेशक तुसी reading करो, writing करो, listening करो, but there should be consistency. There should be a consistency. Agar ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ media and all these gadgets and all are negative, use it as a positive. Go into any YouTube, go into the Googles. There are excellent readings you can do, excellent listening you can do. ਅਗਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਅੱਧਾ ਘੰਟਾ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣੋ, on the spiritual side, only listen with consistency, you are educating yourself, and slowly you will enter into the time where you're going to practice it. Then you come down, turn knowledge into wisdom by following the ABC model, which I've already done right in the beginning. Turning knowledge into wisdom. In this, when we're turning knowledge, first you have to understand what is knowledge and what is wisdom. Knowledge is whatever we are talking. Knowledge is whatever you are reading. This is all the knowledge. इसनों अखरी ज्ञान कहते हैं। जदों सानू ये ज्ञान मिल जाता है, असी सुन लेता, पढ़ लेता, then we have to execute it, no? ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ। ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ ਕਿ forgive ਕਰੋ, let go, surrender ਕਰੋ, no blame game, ਇਹ ਤੇ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿੱਤਾ, ਰੀਡ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤਾ, ਸੁਣ ਵੀ ਲਿੱਤਾ, ਪਰ ਐਕਸੀਕਿਊਟ ਤੇ ਕਰੋ। ਹੁਣ ਜਿਨ ਟ੍ਰਿਗਰਸ ਆਣਗੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, you have to execute that knowledge, no? When you will execute the knowledge, you are going to through an experience. You are going to experience that experience of high spirit, of Chardi Kala, and that beautiful bliss is called the wisdom. And how will you follow? By ABC. Now, what is A? A is any situation that come in life. Straight, if you jump from the situation to the consequences without going through the B, you may land up in a soup. किसी ने मन गुस्से नाल बोलिया, किसी ने मन को चीज कीती, या मेरे नाल कुछ भी दो तीन गल्लां हो गईयां ते मनु वड्डे बुजुर्गां ने कुछ कह दिता, ते मैं बोला तुम लोग तो बहुत पुराने टाइम के हो, तुमको पता नहीं, ਅਸੀਂ 10 ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ। There's a belief system comes in between, that is the B. We have to give a pause. We have to eradicate the belief system that old are always wrong. No, old are always not wrong. They are of a different belief system when they have come through. We have to understand it. Same thing goes even for the elders. अगर बच्चे कुछ बोल जाते हैं ते सानू भी एक बिलीफ सिस्टम करना पे कि आजकल दा जमाना है, आजकल दे बच्चों को करना पेगा. अगर इस बिलीफ सिस्टम ने थ्रू जावांगे by eradicating those old belief system, consequences are going to be very good, So A, B, C has to be used everywhere ताकि we can eradicate our old belief system, our illusions, our delusions, our param को लेके. No, please सोचो, सोच के चलो. आजकल के ज़माने में is like a war because there are all type of translations coming, all type of meanings are coming. And people are going haywire because they cannot understand, they're stuck to the old type of situations. So what happens? We people now have to understand these things. Agar we are not able to mend up those relationship between a husband and wife or children and parents, then please go to the Jeevan Judge counselors online or offline. Taking parenting is very, very, very important. So over here you will see that this is a counseling cell. When you go into this counseling cell, I will be seeing, we will have all our counselors. We are now at least about 30 of us. You can approach anyone. You can go via the website of Jeevan Judge and you can go to anyone, and we have all different counselors having their expertise in their own field. If you're having a problem in any relationships, any type of relation, please go to the counselors. Do not think going to the counselors mean कि हम पागल हैं. No. आजकल अमेरिका में every house, if there are 4 people in the house, every house every one person will have a counselor. They have like a guide who helps them, to how to proceed in life. A counselor is a person whom you can open up your heart. They dig inside you and they open up your heart where you can actually pour out. They can root to the root cause of why the relationships are not good. So my humble request, please go over this video again, बार सुनो. और मैं तुहानू बस इक्को ही गल कहांगी, सारी relationship is a thermometer of your evolution. मिठे नहीं हैगे रिश्ते, कौड़े हैगे, इदा मतलब मैं मूल दे नाल जुड़िया ही नहीं, मैनू आइडेंटिटी दा पता ही कोई नहीं, मैं अंदर दा रिश्ता बनाया ही कोई नहीं. पर जदों असीं खाली अपना एक दे नाल, अपने मूल दे नाल, अपनी आइडेंटिटी दे नाल रिश्ता बना लेता, उसदे सारे गुणां नू उतार लेता, बाहर दा thermometer दा पता लग जाएगा. All your relationships are going to be very beautiful. It's going to be very beautiful. So I think now we can just carry on with the question and answers, or anyone has any doubts, please come up with it. Yes, these are the challenges that come every day in life. And you will see that the card that we are giving you is Naam Simran, a rational card homework. And I've already given this, I think many people are having this, the card. Yes, this is the card which everyone, I think everyone has it. Who does not have it can please just click this and keep it with you. I can just read it out for you. I should surrender my ego. I should be non-judgmental. I should surrender my ego. I should be non-judgmental and accept others the way they are. I should forgive others even if they have hurt me. I should accept my weaknesses and overcome them with wisdom. I should live a disciplined life with the law of nature. I should imbibe virtues and eliminate vices and divine wisdom. I should be grateful to all those who have hurt me because they helped me grow. I should stop blaming others and take responsibility. I should love everyone, unconditionally overlooking their flaws. I should be committed to myself and my duties. I should be independent and self-reliant. I should show gratitude towards the universe for all that has been given. I should always inspire and encourage others. So this is like a homework for you all. Hanji. Any doubts, you can raise your hand. Any questions?
I think everybody is just sucking what you said, Bhuaji. And I think what we have learned today, Bhuaji, that after listening so much, that spirituality is a personal relation with the divine. So if we are with that relation, I think then other relations will definitely, automatically will become a real.
Yes.
Too good, too good. Okay, so any questions? I would like everyone to raise your hand or put it in the chat box. I know everybody is sucking.
Neelu, unmute.
Yeah, I'll just.
Hanji Bhuaji, I have a question.
Yes.
Hanji, suppose, like you said, you be, पहले आप अपने आप को ठीक करो. Suppose you are fine and you are like working on yourself and being positive.
Okay.
But the person opposite you,
Yes.
his reaction is negative towards the world, towards everything, and he's giving you those reactions every day. So what should we do about that?
Because you cannot take the responsibility of anyone. If that is affecting you, for example, someone is always negative, always doing, and you are being affected, that means there is a certain area in you which has to be repaired. Forget the other person. It's actually giving you a message. There's a certain area in you which has to be repaired. It's still wounded. Usko pehle theek karo.
Oh,
this is the Naam Simran. But this is the wisdom that we are giving. This is the main thing. Oh, banda jara hai, oh, trigger aa raha hai. Oh, trigger aa raha hai. Sada belief system ki hai gawe ki oh hai hi negative. Oh hai negative hai. Oh negative hai, oh manu wound kar raha hai. What is the belief system? नहीं, वो wound नहीं कर रहा. वो actually भी तोनु खाली दस रहा है कि तेरे अंदर भी wounded area है, उसको ठीक कर. Actually is giving you a message. वो तोनु बार-बार दे रहा है. और ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫੀਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਭਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ after is hurting you, no, that is why you are able to recognize it. That means you have still wounded. Message is going to you that Neelu, you are wounded. Please check your wound areas and please heal them. And how do I heal them? Naam Simran is there. One of the biggest tool of the whole Guru Granth Sahib is the Naam Simran. Take the Naam Simran and how? Now, for example, he's doing it. Baar-baar tonu bol rahe. Okay? Negative ho raha hai. You have been wounded. You say, now what do I do? Roji kar rahe. How can I take it? He's taking me for a ride. So how do you use the Naam Simran card? Now you start introspecting. Introspect. कि मेरे अंदर की हो रहा है, मेरे अंदर हाली ना गुस्सा आ रहा है, hurt भी आ रहा है, bitterness भी आ रही है. Introspect कीता. Now जब introspect कीता, now you said, okay, ये मेरे अंदर इतना hurt आ रही है. Now I'm going to use the Naam Simran card and I'm going to introspect. Introspect करके उसके अंदर I take a responsibility. Now मैं ज्ञान use करांगी. I'll take all the ज्ञान. What does the ज्ञान say? What are the belief systems? That is the delusions ਅਸੀਂ खत्म कर रहे हैं. वो साडे विचकार ਸੀ. Always in the blame game. Now we do not do the blame game. We say कि जरा भी कर रहा है, actually he is wounded. वो एक message दे रहा है, I am wounded. Please help me. I need help. और मैं उसके ऊपर और गुस्से हो रही, बल्कि मैं भी गुस्से में आके मैं भी wounded हो गई. बल्कि वो मनु message दे रहे हैं. उसमें अगर मैंने heal करना है, तो I have to heal. Until I am not healed, I cannot heal anyone. A person who is negative is समझो means needs healing. अगर we have to heal that person, first ਅਸੀਂ अपने आप ਨੂੰ heal करना पड़ेगा. If I am also wounded, one wounded person cannot heal another wounded person. I have to heal myself. So to heal myself, I have to first introspect and take a responsibility. That मेरे अंदर गुस्सा भी है, pain भी है, anger भी है. क्यों है? क्योंकि उसने इतना कुछ बोला. उसने मेरा इतना कुछ मार के चला गया, तो so I take a responsibility. ना देओ किसी दोष कर्मा अपनियां जो मैं की. Why? Because what you give, you get back. This is the law of the universe. What you give, you get back. You give love, you get back love. If you give negative, you get back negative. Rather than pointing out the people that they are giving a negative feeling, check yourself, because negative attracts negative. This is the law. So now I'm introspecting and I'm taking a responsibility and I'm saying, oh, that means the game is started for me. So that means आपको सवारना पड़ेगा, मनु आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा. मैं सवर गई तो बाहर भी सवर जाएगा. अगर आज मैं responsibility I take and have a union with the oneness, मेरे बाहर के रिश्ते आप पे ठीक हो जाएंगे. That's the way the world is working. So now I take the responsibility, I introspect, I am taking that जो मैं किया सो मैं पाया. Then I said, okay, now no blame game. Oh, jitna bole, oh, wounded hai. It is wounded. He's just like what? He's just like a postman who has just come to deliver a letter to me. Postman की गलती थोड़ी है कि लेटर के अंदर की लिखा है. वो दुखदाई होवे या सुखदाई होवे, जो भी होवे, postman is not. They are just. So this is all the knowledge that I'm using. These are the scripture knowledges. ऐसे use किया, and then I cooled down and I said, okay, no more judging, no more blaming them, no more judging that person. Just like how that the lion, he was wounded. He was wounded. और कोई होंदा तो डंडे लेके मारना शुरू कर देंदा. But he sat down, he thought, कि भाई नहीं, there is something. He's not going to, he is wounded. So same thing, that person must be wounded. So I stopped the judging. I totally stopped the blame game. And then what do? I now let go. It's okay. This dialogues that you're putting is increasing your energy. This sari guru di gal hai. A knowledge which you're putting into practice and bringing into wisdom. Jado tusi nalla introspective dialogues pande ja rahe ho, automatically what happens? You start letting go and totally surrender. When you give surrender, then what do you say? Okay, I am sorry. Because manu gyan da pata lag gaya कि दद्दा दोष ना दे किसी, उससे ज्ञान तो मन पता लग गया कि I have to accept the thing. And what do? I ask for forgiveness. I forgive the person. I love them. I give gratitude. एक गुण है उस वाहिगुरु दा. एक गुण है कि ना, ये मेरी आइडेंटिटी है. मैं अपनी आइडेंटिटी दे नाल जोड़ रही हां. ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਡੈਂਟੀਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਦੀ ਪਈ ਹਾਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਥਿਤੀ ਬਦਲਦੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ. ਜਦੋਂ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਸਥਿਤੀ ਬਦਲ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਹਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਹਾਈ ਸਪਿਰਿਟ ਵਿਲ ਗੋ, ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਐਵੋਲੂਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਇਜ਼ ਗੋਇੰਗ, ਉਸ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਾ ਜੁੜਦੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ. So what will happen? That same energy you are going to throw out. This is the mechanism of the body. This is the mechanism. ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ਰੀਰ ਤੋਂ 24/7 energy is being released. ਉਹੀ energy release ਹੋਏਗੀ 24/7 ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਥਾਟਸ ਹੈਗੇ. ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਥਾਟਸ ਆ ਗਏ? ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਰਚੂਸ ਆ ਗਏ, ਨਾਲ ਰੱਬੀ ਥਾਟਸ ਆ ਗਏ, ਗॉडली ਥਾਟਸ ਆ ਗਏ. ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ? ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਐਨਰਜੀ ਥਰੋ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ is going to be positive. When they will go positive, everyone outside is going to suck that energy. They are going to suck that energy. Now they are also throwing energy. बाहर दे लोग भी थ्रो कर ਅਸੀਂ सक करांगे. ਹੁਣ this is the tug of war of the two. मेरी एनर्जी कितनी हाई है? अगर मेरी एनर्जी is 99-100% strong, बाहर दी जितनी भी आएगी ट्रिगर, they will just reflect back. But if my energy is low, I will suck that and I feel again bad. Again I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling hurt. They will not be reflected back because मेरी एनर्जी हाली उस लेवल तक पहुंची नहीं. हाली मैं प्रैक्टिस विच ही हैगी हां. So remember one thing, which is 24/7 we are just oozing out energy. We are oozing out and sucking in. We are oozing out and sucking in. Oozing out what? Oozing out that energy which is in our man. जो साडे consciousness with subconscious में जितना हैगा, अगर कूड़ हैगा तक साडा all negative energy is going to go down. And when negative will go, the negative attracts negative. Then it attracts negative. This is the law of the universe. This is the beauty of the law of the universe. So be very careful that when you feel कि आयो बड़ा negative, that means you're recognizing the negative energy. Only a negative energy can can't recognize a negative energy. Balki is giving you a message, check that wounded area inside you, heal it, heal it. जिस दिन ਤੁਹਾਡੇ 100% ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, then automatically ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ negative ਨਜ਼ਰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗਾ, ਨਜ਼ਰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗਾ. You will always be empathetic, empathy for people. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਨੀਲੂ.
ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਗੱਲ ਬਾਜੀ, ਕਈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਜਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਵੀ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਜਾਓ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਾ, sometimes you feel they've started taking granted of you. So ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਦਿਖਾਓ ਨਾ, so then they get all right. Oh, you are like, you are reacting on it, so now it's okay. That ways.
See what happens, ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਬਲਕਿ ਰਿਟੈਲੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਿਥ ਹੈ. It can never check that energy. That energy is not unconditional. It is all conditional. We need an unconditional of gratitude, unconditional love, unconditional of forgiving. ਅਸੀਂ forgive ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਤਨੇ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਕरें ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਗਲਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ. No, मैं जितना भी नाम सिमरन करती हाँ, मैं इस वास्ते करती ताकि मैं अपने आप नू जींदियां जी मुक्त करा, अपने अंदर दी सफाई करा, मैं अपने प्रीतम नू मिल सका, मैं अपने सोल कॉन्शियस तक जा सका, मैं उसदे नाल संबंध बना सका. आई एम नॉट डूइंग फॉर अदर पीपल, आई एम डूइंग इट फॉर माई सेल्फ. पर जदों सानू ऐ लग गया कि भाई हाली मैं करदी भी पई पर वो फिर भी हिंच कर दे, दैट मीन इट इज नॉट अनकंडीशनल, इट इज ऑल कंडीशनल. फिर ते सौदाबाजी हो गई. मैं इतने पाठ किए, मैनू ए चीज दे दे, मैं जितने गुरुद्वारे मंदिर जावांगा मैनू ए चीज दे दे, सौदाबाजी होगी सारी. When you are practicing Nam Simran, please do not put your focus outside. Do not focus, do not wait for a result from outside. Do not have any expectation कि अगला बंदा सुधर जाए. ये देखो कि मैं सुधर गई हाँ, कि मेरे अंदर दे कूड़ खत्म होया कि नहीं होया, कि मेरे अंदर खेड़ा आया कि नहीं आया, कि मैं अपने प्रीतम नू मिली हाँ कि नहीं मिली हाँ, कि मेरे उहदे नाल यूनियन हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा, कि खाली मैं एक्सपेक्टेशन विच ही रह गई. यूजुअली ਅਸੀਂ एक्सपेक्टेशन विच ही रह जाते हैं. बड़ी बार बच्चे कह दें जी हम तो कर करके थक गए हैं, सिमरन कर करके थक गए, पर ना हमारी सांस जो है ना कुत्ते की दुम तो कभी सीधी नहीं होती. मैं बोले कुत्ते की दुम तो सीधी होवे ना, पर तुम्हारी दुम तो सीधी होई कोई ना, क्योंकि तुम्हारी एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि मैं कीता ते मेरी सांस ठीक हो. तो क्यों तुसी उहदा ठेका क्यों चुको, अपना ठेका चुको ना. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹਾਲੀ ਵੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੱਸ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, that mean expectations are there. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਨਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਅਗਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਦਲ ਦਵਾਂ. You cannot change anyone, just change yourself. This is a very, very important concept that we have to understand. Hanji Neelu, have you understood or any doubt?
हाँ जी, नहीं, क्लियर हो गया काफी हद तक. थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू सो मच.
हाँ जी.
Hey, Boji, just taking another question. I would like to take an opportunity to announce to everyone that Jeevan Jaj Language Academy, right, is going to launch another course in the month of September. So, Tiny Dots. The batch is going to start on 2nd September, 47 sessions, timings 12 to 1 p.m. IST. So most of the Australia kids can also join this batch, Indians also. So it is only once in a week, Saturday. Last day to enroll is 31st August and age is 8 years and below. Sign up and register now. So जिन्हों ने भी करना है, जिन्हों ने भी बच्चे 3 to 8 साल रहे, दोते दोतियां पोते, whosoever, Bua ji can put more light on this course. ठीक है, so ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੀਵਨ ਜੱਜ ਦੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ਜਾਓਗੇ, ਪੂਰਾ ਕੋਰਸ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਪੂਰਾ ਇਲੈਬੋਰੇਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਣੇ ਆ, right? So you just have to enroll. And another good news will be given by Bua ji only, that what Jeevan Jaj has taken a call for the language school and Gurbani school for the Jeevan Jaj. ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਮ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਅਪਕਮਿੰਗ ਐਪ ਪਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ enroll now ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. Yes, Bua ji, I would like you to take an initiative.
Yes, so the beautiful part of this is, beta, Okay, whatever now Rimple has just showed you, all these courses that are coming on, the Punjabi, Gurmukhi and all is coming. This is all beta free. This is all free. And whenever you take any course, maybe that course must have cost 2,500, 5,000, any. You don't have to pay anything, but you have to get it registered into the Jeevan Jar by paying 500 rupees. And you get yourself registered, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ course ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ. And that 500 goes to the charitable organization. So all the courses are free. Please, 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 the law uthao. Today, this is the need of the hour. This is the need of the hour. And there's a very beautiful way of how we handle these tiny tots. There are more courses coming which time the ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ.
Thank you, Baji. Rajwan Singh ji, you can just unmute yourself now.
Baji, सत श्री अकाल.
सत श्री अकाल जी, सत श्री अकाल.
आवाज आ रही है क्लियर? आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, आ रही जी.
हाँ जी. बाजी,
हाँ जी.
क्वेश्चन तो नहीं आज, but I have a feeling that we are all your children and Puaji is parenting us in a very nice way.
Okay, thank you. God bless.
You have explained all the aspects. There is no doubt about it. I have a good feeling that Puaji is parenting us in a very nice way. Hanji. So thank you, Puaji. Very nicely explained.
Love you. Hanji. Hanji. Anyone else?
Puaji, I can only say thank you for everything. Very nice talk.
Thank you, Babu. God bless you. Love you. I love you.
Haji, I'll see you, Puaji. Very nice talk. We really learned something from you. Bada stamina hai ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ.
Thank you, Bacha. Thank you.
Okay, Dee. We'll see you then on Monday, yeah?
No, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yes,
tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. Today we completed with relationship. Tomorrow we'll complete 2 days with education. Beautiful. It's going to be on the education. And then on Saturday will be an open. There's a meet and that time you can ask any question. So the 3 days are left.
Tomorrow is the same time, yeah? Same time, yeah. Okay.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the same time at 7.
Thank you, Ji. Okay, I'll try.
Yes, Boji, Gurpreet has a question.
Anji, Gurpreet.
Boaji, I want to ask, you said ki we should understand our elders, right? They have their set of norms and everything. And we should, on the other hand, understand our kids also. Ki with time, they have, we have to take the responsibility of every relationship. This is the gist.
No. Everyone. That is why we say on the platform, let the children come, let the young ladies and boys come also, and along with the parents, grandparents. So, tinnon nu chahiye kyunki jadu vadde are just holding on to the old belief system. No, jadu we educate them, no, then they start releasing the old belief system. It becomes comfortable for their children. Okay. Now, when then for example, the parents again, jadu unhone knowledge mildi hai, so they understand the old people and all have an old belief system or nahi kar pa rahe hain. So we understand that. So there is little bit, of not a cure. Hun aajo bachchiyan de naal. Agar parents and bachche again, agar sanu aaj pata lag gaya, sanu knowledge mil gaya, we understand ki aajkal de jehde bachche new generation hai, because they've been exposed. Kitne si galtiyan kitiyan han parenting de vijay si galtiyan. We understand the children. We don't blame the children. On the other hand, what do? That we also start what you say, the bachche jehde hunde hain, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ knowledge ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ the parents also and all have gone through, they never knew about it. So what happened? This is an understanding in collectivity, you can say, pura in the whole thing. It is not only for us, the middle people. No, it is for the elders, it is for us people, it is also for the children. That how to make an understanding, this knowledge helps. ਅੱਜ ਅਗਰ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਟੂ ਆਲ ਦ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਨਾਲ। ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਹਾਊ ਵੀ ਡਿਸਟਰੋਇਡ ਆਰ ਚਿਲਡਰਨ, ਵੀ ਨੈਵਰ ਰਿਅਲਾਈਜ਼। ਹੁਣ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੇ, ਉਹ ਹੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਿੰਗ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ, ਕਿਉਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵੱਡਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਿੰਗ ਹੈਜ਼ ਬੀਨ ਜਸਟ ਕੈਰੀਡ ਔਨ, ਨਾਓ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ। So this is not only for us that we have to take, every person has to take his own responsibility. Understood, Acha?
And the second thing is that when the parents are like not in the showbiz, or but kids go to school and get that things in them. So like how to make them understand that this is all a trap that we are.
So what happened? You have to spend quality time with the children. You have to spend quality time with the children, and in a very nice, very good way, you know, let them open up to you, because jadoo kuch karke aande no kuch dekh ke aande, oh gal kar de, so we must have that much of knowledge ki bache these are all the way happening and all. Ajkal bache of different surrounding, but tusi bache todi apni values hagiyan, I can trust you people and all, theek exposure hunda hai, we have to learn a lot of things, but you must choose what is right and wrong. So this communication with the children is very, very important. Healthy discussions with our children, very, very important.
Thank you.
So this knowledge is for everyone, let it be 80 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਹੋਵਣ, 60 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਹੋਵਣ, 50 ਦੇ ਹੋਵਣ, 40 ਦੇ ਹੋਵਣ, 15 ਦੇ ਹੋਵਣ, it is for everyone, it is just not for one category. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਬੱਚਾ?
Thank you, Wazir.
ਹਾਂਜੀ.
Yes, I think any other? I think Boji, we can just wind up now. It's already 8:16.
Yes. So we can meet tomorrow then. Yes.
Yeah. So we will just end the session with a very healthy note that relationship never dies a natural death. They are murdered by our ego, attitude, and ignorance.
Yes, absolutely right. They are actually murdered. So we end today here.
So let's
And
take
we'll
all
meet tomorrow.
responsibility.
All smiles. First, take your responsibility of smiling to me. Yes, I want all your smiles.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's make like a-
We're going to take a picture. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, all of you. Yes.
No, come on, Baljeet ji.
Yes, yes. Photo lovo ji, photo lovo.
Zoom, Ravinder ji, please. Sorry, now I can say.
Very good, very good. I want
Abhi
all
Rana
of
ji.
you. I want all of you. Yes.
Priya, Aarti, Manpreet.
Dipti, Dolly, Kiki, all of you, please come onto the screen. Yes, I want to see all of you smiling. I want to see all the, I want to take the picture. You'll be missing. Yes, yes, Manpreet, that's beautiful. Yes, that's good. Dipti, Dolly, Harpreet, all of you, please come onto the screen. I want to take a photo. Come on. Parvinder, Aarti.
Please, everybody. Thank you so much.
Priya, Kiran. So, see your smiling faces. Good night. Sweet dreams. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.